new kids breaking into the hobby, which is nice.
Right, right. That is on. Yeah, I grew up. I spent most of my youth into my early 20s in Texas. But yeah, no, that's that. Yeah, when I went there, there was no gaming conventions. There was nothing that it was like you play D&D, Satan.
Yeah,
And I'm
well,
like, but I'm an atheist. I don't know who Satan is.
there could be gaming there now, though. They've sort of given up on that. So yeah, I do conventions. I'd love to do more. If anybody looking for a guest to bring in,
Yeah, no,
happy
absolutely.
to do it.
There's Dragon
I
Con, there's MegaCon. I mean, there's so many of them out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Gen
yeah,
Con's gotten so big. I don't know if you would really want to go to that one anymore. Um,
yeah.
so
But yeah, con organizers can contact me.
Ah,
yeah,
well, we shall
uh,
spread the word.
Oh,
yeah.
thanks, guys.
Have
Yeah,
artwork will travel.
Sure.
No, that's terrific. Oh man,
yeah,
The
because
Pflugerville.
there's the because you're the double whammy. You're the holder of the nostalgia
Yeah.
for a lot of gamers because of the old TSR stuff, and
Hmm.
because it's artwork, and you don't have to be a gamer or even know anything to stand there and go, look at that.
Oh, you draw pictures. Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure. And I love, like people like at North Texas RPG Con. It's in a hotel, and we get people from the hotel just wandering through the convention, going, "What's this all
Yeah.
about?" You know, get
Well, the
to
funny, what is it?
meet families. It's got a daughter who draws, and what do you advise them to do?
Mm,
To break
what's
into
the,
break into a profession as an artist.
no, there
you
you
say
go.
get another line of work.
I I try to let them down gently.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be careful with the artists and then the writers because I had Larry Elmore.
Hmm.
His was he would draw a dragon in your book was his
Right.
signature.
It's weird
Oh,
how our hobby has turned into like collectibles, huh?
Isn't
Isn't
that
it?
yeah,
right?
Remember when it was just starting and it's like we were amazed to have any of these things in the first place? And
yeah.
No.
now it's like people buying books and sticking. I, don't be offended if this applies to either of you, right? But like, I will not buy a game book if I think I'm going to just stick it up on my shelf.
No, no, no. I
If I
use them.
bought it, if I bought it, I'm going to try to play it at least once,
Mm.
and get some use out of it. And I felt the same way, during my comic book years too. It's like, good grief. Yes, buy this comic book. Don't put it in a plastic bag. Read it until to destruction,
Yep,
and have a good time. That's why we did
yep,
it.
yep.
Um,
No,
Oh,
there's
but
nothing
and
wrong
but
it,
with
and
that.
even
it, in fact, when I was a kid,
yeah,
all sorts of people had in their back basement downstairs where the kids could hang out.
yeah,
Three rooms beyond the laundry and the workshop for the man of the family, where the kid would hang out. There'd be comic books that were missing their covers
Hmm.
sure.
that have been loved to death. And then I can remember distinctly some guy coming to the door and saying to my dad, "Is Eddie home?" And my dad said, "Sure. What's wrong, son? Did you like lose your cat or dog or something?" Because the kid's in tears and he goes, "No, the back page of Doom Patrol is missing, and I want to know if he has that issue." And and I had that issue. And literally, he said, "Can we go to the library and photocopy just that one page?" And it would be black and white because that's
Sure, but they don't
all.
care. You can read it. That's
Uh,
all
Yeah, you
right.
could read it, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all
yeah,
that we had
yeah,
was black and
yeah.
white. And he just wanted to have the rest of the story because otherwise he'd never know.
you never know what happened. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's amazing how it's taken off, you
and
know.
and I remember when my dad almost in tears when finally gorgeous books of Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon
Hmm.
came out, and
Hmm.
Prince Valiant and so on, and he was going, "Oh, I never thought I'd see these again."
Right, right.
Right, right, right.
Because in
Oh,
those days, on a farm and so on, the newspaper got reused. You cooked in
Right.
it, you wrapped in it. So the
Yeah,
kid
yeah.
got to read it after the adult, and that was it. It was gone after that.
Yeah.
So and he was just going, oh, I get to see these again,
But on the flip side of this whole, how old we are, to the things that we grow up with
Yeah,
are like expensive collectibles now. It floors me that, you know, before the 70s, there was not such a thing as role-playing games. Not really. I mean, you can look back at earlier things that were precursors and maybe had some element from them, right? But really, for all of human civilization, not counting Cave Master, because of course cavemen played role-playing games, as I
That's
grew
right.
up.
Of course.
But other than that, other than that, uh, it's a freaking brand new hobby. It's
Yeah.
new. It may seem like a long time to us, but in the grand scheme of things, this is just begun.
Well, what do you
yeah.
think about you've played Catan, right? Settlers of Catan.
Yeah,
Okay. You know what's
right.
outsells Monopoly? As
Good
it's
for it.
it's the number one game out now because it outsells Monopoly by millions of dollars.
Mhm.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, and this is all stuff that's been created in the last 20 years, but
Well,
since the 60s
here's
too.
the thing.
Yeah, but it's
Uh,
a board game,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
another board game. Board games have
Right,
been around
right,
for
right.
centuries, right?
yeah.
Role playing games,
Well,
our
Different.
hobby, it's
Yeah.
freaking new. It's
Yeah.
new.
well, okay. Role-playing games as fantasy, as free form, as do your own thing.
Hmm.
Because the Roman Empire, they had officer training, what they called they didn't we don't know what their name for it was, but it now bears the name Kriegspiel.
Right.
Not from Hitler, but from Napoleon. It was their officer training, and it was we would call it broken telephone. You ruled the map up into a grid, and everybody had little bits and pieces, and you took matchboxes and glued them together because in those days matches came in boxes, not books, and you made a little dollhouse dresser that corresponded to the thingy, and everybody, all these officers or officers in training, were in different huts or different rooms, and they had a guy running in between them, and you did fog of war. You
Hmm.
gave orders and then saw what a mess you made of things. And apparently they did that way back, and because my dad did it in military training for Canadian armed forces, and but the genius of our hobby is that we could put fantasy and science fiction in it and do things that
It's
weren't
it's not about, yeah, our hobby is not about though you can do realistic kinds of things, it's not focused on that. And it's not focused on what would you do if that was really you in that situation as an officer in the military. It's you've got a character that you made up that's a completely different person that has totally different motives and
Mhm.
abilities and what and you don't just play out a scenario or a war or a campaign. We inherited the word campaign, but a military campaign is a thing that lasts maybe a few years. A a role playing campaign can last a long, 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 long
Decades
time
sometimes.
in game time, centuries if you want,
Yeah.
right? And you're the same person and you're following your entire career, not just your battles. So yeah, that's Ed, you're absolutely right. Ed Ben, I would call that one of the precursors to
yeah,
the hobby.
I'll agree, yeah.
I don't think that would have taken off the way Dungeons and Dragons did.
Hmm.
No,
You're not, I wouldn't expect that to have taken off and then 50 years later a major motion picture
right.
about
Exactly. Exactly.
about because that would just be a war movie.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Napoleon or something.
yeah,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
exactly. No, I mean,
Yeah.
to the point where, they have the book, they've been put out the books about the art of D&D. Have you seen the
Okay, this is where I have to whine.
oh,
Oh,
In most of the books about the art of D&D, my art
uh,
does not appear.
why?
check. Well, two reasons I think. One, for a lot of people, the art of D&D really begins once you have Elmore and those guys, right?
Right,
Like
right.
more traditional artists,
You're talking about
if I
a
could say that
younger
way.
audience.
But also there was in fact that incident where original art was thrown out. I think
Right,
there's just the art from early books isn't around to be scanned and put in shiny new collections of early D&D art. And they're just too people making these books are just too either too lazy to do the work or probably more charitably the the reproduction on the art in those original books was not great, and so um, those illustrations in the old original D&D books are not all that fit for fancy, glossy reprints.
right.
I think it's a combination of those factors.
Yeah, yeah, but I would say there's a little snobbery in it too, because I have seen some really deteriorated art from Victorian times, and if somebody wants, they will do a Glee print,
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous print of an original that is really, the moths
Yeah,
have been at it, the
yeah,
molds have been at it, the rats have been
and
at it.
this is why I give myself permission to whine a little bit because I don't
Yeah,
think those reasons are really fair,
yeah,
but I think that's what's going on.
Were you
yeah.
interviewed for the documentary that they did?
I was interviewed for the
I
documentary,
thought
and thank
so. Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Aren't I the first guy?
I think
I
you
think
are. That's
I
right.
think
Yeah.
I am, and in fact, I am in that very room where they showed up with their cameras to interview me.
Oh, really? Oh, you are
That was
now.
nice. Yeah, I'm in that room right now.
Well, you talk about the art that got thrown out because Ed and I have discussed about this before too with Dave Trampier. His
Oh yeah,
original player's handbook picture, the full picture, was thrown behind a dumpster, and
yeah.
so
That might have been the same incident or a
it
different
was.
one.
No, I think it was, wasn't it, Ed? Yeah, because all that
Yeah.
artwork they just threw it away, and somebody went out there and found it with a.
Yes, there was some dumpster diving. I know that at least one of my paintings, I forget the module, but it's a warrior in a yellow tunic lying on his back in a spider web with little red spiders all over him.
Oh, that's for the Demon Web
Somebody,
pits.
okay, somebody's got that and have it framed hanging on their wall. And I know this because I've seen a photo on the internet. And more power to them. I'm glad they saved some of it. But
Right.
I went ahead and recreated it anyway, just to be
Yeah, I saw it.
facetious.
I saw it on your page. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah,
that was so short-sighted of the people at TSR to just dump all that stuff. It's just
yeah,
crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so if you're ever feeling like we're old timers, just remember that our hobby is brand new in the entire history of humanity. It's
And we've
awesome,
got
and
two block
we
two
were
movies.
there.
We were
We got two
there.
movies,
Oh,
and
there's been more than two. I was only
well, the
mentioning the
other ones
one.
I don't count the Eberron. I don't count the no, I don't count that whole area where you made up
Yeah,
their own gods and stuff. But the original
yeah.
D&D movie and then the one they came out with a couple of years ago. So those are the only two I officially look at and say, okay, these are
Oh
great.
my. Ooh, ooh la la.
Well,
I'm a snob when it comes to that, but the other ones were okay. But no, that's well. Thanks. I mean, thanks a lot for joining us, Jeff. I really
you're
appreciate it.
very welcome, guys. Sorry I was late.
That's
No, it's
okay.
okay. I'd like to
I
do it again, especially when you get your Copper Age book going more. And
oh, okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
you should have Manda on. Talk your
Yeah, of
ears off
course.
about that. She's awesome.
yeah,
Of
no,
course.
we could. Yeah, no, we could have both of you on and just when you get closer, if it's something new you want to talk about, even if it could be a 30-minute show. We love doing
Uh-huh.
shorts. Just message me and we'll set up a time because our big restraints really are Ed's time because he's so wanted that he's you know and people are pulling them all.
Wanted.
He's so wanted. That's right.
Oh wait, no. I did it wrong. Wanted.
There you go. But no, we'd love to have you on again. This has been great, and because
But
you're a hero
it's
of
my pleasure.
mine. So you're a hero of mine when it comes to art because you're what set Dungeons and Dragons in my mind of what it looks like when
Oh,
I
thank
have
you.
campaign and when I write stories and stuff that your artwork is what set me up for that. So
Thanks, Jeff.
you're welcome. No, and I mean it. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I really mean it.
Woo!
All
All
Oh
right.
right, guys. So
dear.
thanks very much for having me, Jeff,
Hey, not
Ed.
a problem. No, we
Appreciate it.
appreciate it. So what I'm going to do too is I'm going to cut this up in bite-sized pieces, and put it out on our Mages and Sages podcast on YouTube.
Okay.
If you go to Fans of Ed Greenwood on Facebook, you'll I post the link there too, and I get sent over to Ed's Discord as well. You're more than welcome to join the Discords and stuff like that too to see the other ones.
What
But
are you? What are you on Discord?
Ed, it's Ed. What are you on Discord?
I'm Greenwood's Grotto.
Yes, Greenwood's Grotto, Grotto. And believe me, they love to
All
have you
one
on.
word? 2 words?
2 words.
They would love to have you on because they have a whole section of artwork that
Apostrophe S? Apostrophe
Yes,
S?
yes, yes. I believe so. Yeah,
Grotto?
that's right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I will try
I
to
don't
remember to do that.
I don't set any of these things up, so I'm a luddite. I just okay.
no, yeah, you don't do any of it. I was just going to say, I was just going to pull it up here and show you. Yeah,
I'm
Greenwood apostrophe
Jeff
S.
D
Okay.
on mine.
Jeff D.
Pretty-
Okay, so what you can do if
pretty
you want to join
easy.
there,
We got to be friends, right? You got to be friends first, and then
I think so.
maybe you can develop into something more.
You're right. Well, what I'll do too is we'll get in touch. I'll maybe add, or maybe since you talk to Ivan more than I do,
Yep.
let Ivan know that Jeff is going to come on to the thing and get him set up as a VIP.
Oh golly!
Oh golly! But I mean, there's a whole section of artwork. So,
All right.
so yeah, absolutely. To talk about epic fantasy. I mean, there's so many things you'll see it. There's so many. It's mind-boggling. So,
Okay.
terrific.
All right then.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank
You very much.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
my pleasure. And like I said, I'll put the word out on all the places people can find you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
You're the ones, there are no others, so here's your realms, you funky mother.